Hey team, it's Daniel again with Brazos Valley Boars and Varmits. So today we are doing the full review of the Pulsar Telos XP50. This is the LRF version. This is the new body style of their larger handheld scanners. Let's check this thing out. So guys, before we get too deep into this thing here, I do need to let y'all know that this review is being put on by North Texas Piggin at gearthehunt.com. Again, I'm not being paid by this. They just send me cool stuff to do reviews on, and then I'm giving y'all my honest opinion with these. Guys, if y'all are in the market for any of these kind of products, please go visit Paul Tyson over at gearthehunt.com. His customer service is wonderful. His knowledge base about all of these is great. And he is just one of the top-notch dudes in this whole arena. He's wonderful. Guys, I just can't speak enough good things about him. And I'm very thankful that he's letting me borrow these so that way I can give y'all good reviews and good feedback. So let's jump into it. So like I said a minute ago, this one is going to be the new body style. We used to have the Helions, and mind you, this is still a rock star. I still love this thing, but this is going to be the new direction that they're going to be going for their larger ones. Again, for their smaller ones, Pulsar will be looking at the Axions. You know, people love these things. They're great. It's so nice at how small, you know, the size of a laser rangefinder. You know, that's a great unit, but for your larger handheld ones, this is going to be the new body style. Now, let's talk about what they're doing different with this body style. Why would you change up to this one in comparison to the old one? Well, first off, one big difference that I want to bring up is that if you notice right here, there are two different rings, okay? One of them is the objective focus, which we're used to seeing, but this other one here, this is the actual zoom. So no longer do you have to figure out which button it is on top and then go up or down with that, but rather you just spin this knob up here and it gives you a little by little bit of zoom. And so, right, you know, you start off at your 1.0 of magnification, which has a 2.5 base mag, but you're just right there at that, you know, just whatever the base mag is. And then as you scroll up, it scrolls up. Whereas before there had been the graduated where you would take these big steps and you go from 2.5 to then 5 to, you know, and then get bigger and bigger that way. This one just gradually brings you up. So that way, if you were at 2.5, you can then go 2.6, 2.7, you know, that kind of thing. So that's going to be something that's cool. And actually, I really do enjoy having this different type of focus by comparison to the way we used to do it on the Helions. So I really do enjoy that. Classic Pulsar. Whenever you grab anything of theirs, the fit and finish, just the attention to detail of everything they make is really great. I mean, it is just some of the best well thought out designs, and that continues through with this Telos. If you notice, you know, I have the LRF version here. As this LRF, which is the laser rangefinder, is this bottom piece, as this is integrated in, the big fat part underneath my thumb just fits naturally perfect into it. So whereas if you know, before we've seen where on, like, especially on the trails, you know, they would put this big honking LRF just on the side. This one, it is just seamlessly integrated. It doesn't get in the way of your grip holding this. It's just beautifully put in there. So again, new body style. This is what you're getting with it. It's thought out, very wonderful. It does come with the front and lens cover, but I took mine off pretty quick. I just personal preference, but you can put that on or off. And then also the eyepiece, you can collapse that with just a flick of a finger. On this side, you do have your typical port where you can plug in the USB-C cord, which you can use to either charge the battery, or you can use that to plug into your computer so you can pull the videos off. They also have an app, Stream Vision, which works great, works wonderful. I really don't get too much into the apps. I use them in the field a little bit, and so that's how I know that it does work seamlessly, but my focus isn't so much on the apps nearly as much as it is the actual product that you're getting. Now, I kind of skipped right over the price. This one, being that it has the LRF, it is $4,000. But if you go with the non-LRF version, so that would have this LRF that's on the bottom just smoothed right off, that is going to be $3,500. So I remember when these were $4,500 without any kind of LRF, and this is the older technology. So now with the LRF, you're looking at $4,000. So we're seeing our product quality increase with Pulsar, and their prices are dropping. So they are really doing a good job of staying competitive in the marketplace. Good job, guys. Now, classic larger XP scanner for Pulsar. This is going to be in the 2.5 power base magnification. I'm going to put the rest of the specifications over here on this side of the screen rather than just rattling them off to you. But, you know, nice thing that these new ones do have a lower millikelvin rating. So they're going to be down to sub 18 millikelvin. Going to give you really good, high quality, high sensitivity imaging. The detection range is still going to be about 2,000 yards out. How far you're going to be able to ID something is going to really be dependent upon you and your surrounding. One new thing with this is going to be a new battery. Okay, batteries. This is something that I am excited about and get really tired of all at the same time. So, you know, Pulsar, they want really good quality control on their batteries, and so what they do is all of their batteries are proprietary to them. There's no 18650s, we've seen that, we know that. But that means that every time they come out with a new body style, we have to get a new battery, and that does get kind of old. However, whereas these old style batteries had a much shorter battery life, this one is getting you 8.5 hours. Now, there are a couple of things that are different as well. One, it does not come with a cradle. And so there's two different ways that you can charge it. The classic style of just plugging your cord into the side port here, or this actually has a port on this short side right there. So rather than having a cradle, you could just charge this independently on its own straight into the battery with the same cord. So that's nice. You know, you don't have to keep up with a cradle anymore. It's not a thing. Okay, so that's cool. That's nice. But you only get one with the unit. So if you do want to get another one, they're a little over $100 extra. However, again, you're looking at 8.5 hours of battery life. So real good battery, real good life on that. It's, you know, it's one of those things. I love that they are in control of their batteries and give you good, high quality batteries, but it's proprietary, so you do have to pay a little bit extra if you do want to get a spare. Let me tell you one thing that I feel like was a miss on this unit. And this only really matters to certain people, and I'm one of those people. Nowhere on here is a camera thread mount. So, if you want to attach this to a tripod, you're gonna have to figure out some other way to do it. Now, you know, on the Helions, they had one on the bottom. You can see my camera plate is right there. On the Axions, what they did is there is an adapter plate that came with it, and so you just mount that thing on the front, and now you have the adapter plate, and so therefore you can put the tripod on there. Hey, it works. I wish it was integrated in, but it does the job. On this one, if you go to the Pulsar website based out of Europe, they show where it is a product to have an adapter that mounts on here. However, if that's a thing, I feel like it should be included with the product, because right now, for me to be able to get any kind of video through this very steady on a tripod, I've got to get a clamp style tripod to hold it in place, and that's just, it's, you know, at the same, that's just not the right way to do this. I really do wish that they would have included that tripod mount adapter with it. At the same time, if that's the only thing I have to complain about with this unit, well then, like, man, that's almost nothing. You know, it's a thing for me. There is a workaround, being that I am serious about getting y'all high quality footage, but that's it. And so if you're one of these guys that you don't do anything with a scanner on a tripod, forget all of that. That does not matter to you then, because handheld, this works exactly how you think it should work, and it's wonderful. The only other thing really to consider about whether this is the right one for you or not is that this is a 2.5 power base mag. However, Pulsar does have higher and lower base magnification scanners, especially when you start looking at their Axion line. So, you know, it's one of those, if you're trying to see something further away, this is great at 2.5 power base mag. But if you're looking through a bunch of, you know, woodsy area and that 2.5 is a little bit much, that's kind of getting to the top limit of what I like for woodsy terrain. But, you know, just as I said that this is my only real complaint, let me show you something else cool that they're doing on this. Now, if you see right here on the bottom of the scanner, when you have this turned on, a small green LED light turns on, and that may sound a little ridiculous, like who cares about that? But, you know, it really is kind of nice to be able to just look at it while it's sitting there on the countertop, on the tailgate, on whatever it is that you're setting this stuff down on, and look at it and go, that unit's on, I'm burning batteries, and I should turn that off. It's nice. I don't know what it took to make that happen, but I sure do appreciate them putting that in there. So thank you very much. I do like it. After all that, there really isn't a whole heck of a lot left to say. It does come with a very nice, soft carrying pouch, so that's nice. That way you can keep it protected from all the other gear that you throw in your bag. It's got Pulsar's 3-year warranty, wonderful customer service, internal recording. They have increased how much internal recording. Now you have 64 gigabytes of memory, so you know that's great, so you don't burn up all that storage nearly as fast. But guys, if you're familiar with Pulsar's scanner lineup, especially their larger ones, this is just a continuation, a movement forward in their wonderful line of quality products. This thing has been great. If you are wanting a handheld thermal, especially something that gets you good imaging at, you know, that higher magnification, that 2.5, which is where this one starts off at, this is a solid choice. You know, we're fixing to get up into cornfield hunting season, and so looking way deep across these cornfields, that 2.5 power base mag is wonderful. This is great. Guys, Pulsar has hit it out of the park again with another great scanner, continuing the further advancement of their wonderful technology, listening to their customer base, and giving us the products that we want and need to help us in this fight against the war on pigs. And I'm so glad that Paul Tyson over at GearTheHunt.com, North Texas Piggin, let me use this and borrow this in the meantime. I'm going to be sad to hand it back, but because this has been such a great unit. I love it. It's been wonderful. Hope y'all enjoy. If y'all have any questions, please reach out to Paul. The dude is on his game. And remember, it's always hog season. Bye. I'm going to put up the rest of the statistics over here. I'm going to put up the rest of the, but you only get one. I'm going to put the rest of this 2.7, you know, that kind of thing. Come on in, son. My boy. What you doing, Biggin?
I just wanted to come out here to see you.
Oh, I love you.
Whenever I heard you talking, I thought you were doing a video, so I was just doing it slowly.
Yep, I'm doing a video.
Oh.
You want to sit right there and watch, or what do you want to do?
Right here and watch.
You want to sit right there and watch?